Can you imagine a city where you can have breakfast in a street market, lunch in a castle, and dinner in front of a pyramid? Today at Quantum Passport, we want to welcome you to Mexico City, one of the most fascinating cities in the world. Located in the heart of the country, it is the capital of Mexico and is situated in the Valley of Mexico, more than 2,200 meters above sea level. Its climate is temperate with distinct seasons, cool winters and warm summers. The official language is Spanish. Its currency is the Mexican peso, and it has a population of more than 21 million people in its metropolitan area. Did you know that it receives more than 14 million international tourists a year? The city is divided into zones with unique personalities. Centro Histórico, the colonial area, where history pulsates. Polanco, luxury, gastronomy and exclusive boutiques. Coyoacán, bohemian, art and tradition. Roma and Condesa, hipster neighborhoods full of cafes, parks and culture. Santa Fe, the financial center with modern architecture. How to get to Mexico City. Benito Juárez International Airport connects with almost every continent. It is the airport with the highest passenger traffic in Mexico. It operates 24/7 and is located within the urban area. There is also the new Felipe Ángeles International Airport. It serves domestic and some international flights, mainly by airlines such as Viva Aerobus, Volaris, and Aeromexico. It was built to complement the Benito Juárez Airport. And finally, Toluca International Airport, although not located in Mexico City, is a nearby option used by low-cost flights. It offers domestic flights with a more limited operation. Areas where to stay. Mexico City has options for all budgets. For those looking for comfortable and affordable options, there are options in 3 areas of the city, starting at $18 a night. Historic Center, close to museums, monuments, subway, and public transportation. In the sector you find the Zócalo, the Palace of Fine Arts, the Cathedral, and the Templo Mayor. It is ideal for tourists with historical and cultural interest, although some streets can be noisy and there are areas to avoid at night. Colonia Doctors is a working-class area, and Tabacalera where you can find economic lodging, close to central areas, with attractions near the Monument to the Revolution and the Arena Mexico. This is a good option if you choose safe and well-connected streets. Zona Rosa. Here you find affordable hotels, good location, close to Reforma with LGBTQ+ friendly atmosphere, and nightlife. Some parts are bustling at night. If you prefer balance between comfort and location, we have from $80 a night in these 3 areas. Roma Norte and Roma Sur, with cafes, culture, Art Deco architecture and centrality. It has a bohemian, hipster, gastronomic atmosphere and connectivity, as it is close to the subway and alternative transportation. Very popular among foreigners and digital nomads. Condesa, an area with parks, restaurants and a relaxed atmosphere. It is ideal for young couples and quiet travelers. Slightly more expensive than Roma, but with a green charm. Juárez. It is a neighborhood close to Reforma, modern, artistic. It is ideal for travelers who want to combine proximity and culture. And if you are looking for a luxury experience, here are some of the areas where you can stay. Polanco, a luxury area, embassies, high-end stores, with attractions such as the Somaya Museum, Jumex Museum, and Lincoln Park. This is an area of expensive hotels, but very safe and well located. Santa Fe, a modern business area, with large shopping malls, although far from the tourist center and with heavy traffic. It is ideal for business travel. Lomas de Chapultepec and Bosques de las Lomas offers exclusivity, security, with less tourist options, but ideal for rest or high-profile trips. Transportation in the city. Mexico City has one of the most extensive transportation systems in Latin America. Metro, fast and inexpensive, 30 cents per trip. Metrobus, exclusive lines with preferential lanes, 50 cents per trip. Cabs and apps, Uber, Didi and more, with prices starting at $2 per short ride. Ecobusay, public bicycles by subscription, from $6 per day. RTP and microbuses, traditional transportation, although slower and less recommended for tourists. Places to visit. Mexico City is a real tourist jewel. Every corner tells a story. Every place has a different energy. Whether you love history, art, or urban nature, there is something here for you. Here are some places you simply can't miss. Zocalo and Metropolitan Cathedral, the beating heart of the city. The Zocalo is one of the largest squares in the world, surrounded by history, cultural manifestations, and colonial architecture. On one side, the imposing Metropolitan Cathedral stands as a witness to centuries of transformations. Here you can feel the soul of Mexico, Templo Mayor. Right next to the Zocalo is this ancient Mexican ceremonial center. You can walk on walkways that reveal the ruins and visit the museum where amazing pieces of ancient Tenochtitlan are exhibited. It is a direct trip to pre-Hispanic Mexico. Frida Kahlo Museum, Blue House. Located in the picturesque neighborhood of Coyoacan, this was the house where the iconic artist Frida Kahlo was born and died. Among original furniture, personal objects and works, you can feel the intensity of her life and art. Recommendation: buy your tickets online in advance. Chapultepec Castle. At the top of Chapultepec Forest stands this castle that was once an imperial and presidential residence. Today it houses the National Museum of History. From its terraces, there are spectacular views of the Paseo de la Reforma and the city. It is like stepping into a fairy tale. Chapultepec Forest, one of the largest urban parks in the world, even larger than New York Central Park. Here you can rent a boat on its lakes, walk along trails surrounded by nature, visit the National Museum of Anthropology, the Museum of Modern Art, and yes, it also houses one of the most important zoos in Latin America, and admission is free. Ideal to spend the day among culture, nature, and fun for all ages. Paseo de la Reforma Avenue is one of the most emblematic avenues in Mexico City, ideal for a tourist to explore on foot, by bicycle, or by car. It runs through the heart of the city from the historic center to Chapultepec Forest and beyond, crossing key areas such as Juarez, Cuauhtémoc, Roma Norte, Polanco, and Lomas de Chapultepec. There you will find modern buildings, contemporary architecture, and impressive tourist sites such as the Angel of Independence, an iconic monument and symbol of the city. Surrounded by pedestrian areas, ideal for photos and celebrations, and the Monument to the Revolution, a large structure with a panoramic viewpoint. Somaya Museum. Located in the exclusive area of Polanco, this futuristic building, owned by the Carlos Slim Foundation, houses more than 60,000 works of art by artists such as Rodin, Dali, and El Greco. Admission is free, and the contrast between its modern exterior and the classical art it contains is simply fascinating. Xochimilco. A Trajinera ride through the canals of Xochimilco is a joyful, colorful, and very Mexican experience. With mariachi music, typical food on board, and vegetation reminiscent of ancient Mexico, it is ideal to come in a group and let yourself be carried away by the floating party. Teotihuacan. Although an hour from downtown, this archaeological site is a must-see. Walking along the Calzada de los Muertos and climbing the pyramids of the sun and the moon is to feel the grandeur of a civilization that still amazes the world. Don't forget to bring sunscreen and water. Basilica of the Virgin of Guadalupe. One of the most visited religious sites in the world. The modern basilica houses the original image of the Virgin of Guadalupe and receives millions of pilgrims every year. Whether you are a believer or not, the devotion and energy of the place is impressive. Ideal for understanding spiritual Mexico. Gastronomy. If there is something that makes Mexico City an unforgettable destination, it is its food. Here you don't just eat. You live a cultural experience in every bite. From street stalls to signature restaurants, Mexican gastronomy is diverse, powerful, and deeply delicious. Here are some iconic dishes that you must try. Tacos al pastor. Probably the most famous taco in the country. Inspired by the Lebanese shawarma, it has pork marinated with achiote, cooked in a spinning top and served in small tortillas with pineapple, onion, and cilantro. You can find it everywhere, from street stalls to gourmet taquerias, a true emblem of the capital. Tamales. A traditional breakfast that never goes out of style. Tamales are corn dough packages filled with meat, sauces, beans, or even sweets, wrapped in corn or banana leaves and steamed. They are almost always accompanied with a hot atole. Do you dare to try a spicy green chili one? Pozole. This ancestral dish is a thick soup made with cacahuazintle corn, meat, usually pork or chicken, and seasonings. It is served with lettuce, radish, onion, oregano, and lime. Perfect for a cold night or to celebrate something big. There are white, green, and red versions, depending on the region. Quesadillas and tlacoyos. Quesadillas, on the other hand, may or may not have cheese. Yes, in Mexico City this is debated. And may have huitlacoke, squash blossom, tinga, among other ingredients, little snacks that conquer the heart. Tlacoyos are oval, thick and filled with beans, cottage cheese or chicharron, cooked on a griddle and covered with nopales, cheese and sauce. Chiles en nogada. This seasonal dish, August-September, is a national masterpiece. It consists of a poblano chili stuffed with meat and fruit, bathed in walnut sauce and garnished with pomegranate and parsley, forming the colors of the Mexican flag. It is a symbol of independence and flavor. And we can't leave Mexico without mentioning its iconic product, tequila. This ancient beverage, native to the state of Jalisco, is not only recognized for its unique flavor but also for its deep connection to Mexican identity. It's made from the blue agave plant, a plant that takes between 7 and 10 years to mature, making each bottle a symbol of time, patience, and tradition. Tequila isn't just a drink, it's liquid history, it's celebration, it's ritual, and it's also national pride. They say that understanding Mexico involves tasting its tequila, because every sip hides a little piece of the country's soul. Shows and cultural life. Mexico City never sleeps, and its cultural life is proof of that. Here, every night you can find something different. From a majestic opera to an adrenaline-filled wrestling show. Museums, theaters, music, dance. This city is an open stage for art in all its forms. Here are 5 cultural experiences that you have to live in your visit. Palacio de Bellas Arts. It is the cultural icon par excellence. This majestic Art Deco building hosts opera, ballet, and symphonic concerts. Highlights include performances by the Ballet Folklorico de Mexico, a visual and musical jewel, with a cost between $10 and $40, depending on the event. It is located in the historic center, National Auditorium, one of the largest stages in Latin America, where international artists, orchestras, plays, and more are presented. It is modern, comfortable, and has excellent acoustics. It costs from $30 to $150 per event. It is located on Paseo de la Reforma, in front of Chapultepec Forest. National Museum of Anthropology, essential to understand Mexico, from $5. Cineteca Nacional, auteur cinema in a modern space from $3. Lucha Libre at Arena Mexico, a show full of emotion, masks, and acrobatics. Wrestling is a living part of Mexican folklore. To experience it at Arena Mexico, with its vibrant atmosphere, is a unique experience, even if you are not a fan of the sport. Tickets range from $8 to $25, depending on the area. It is located in Colonia Doctors. Relevant sports sites. Estadio Azteca, the Colossus of Santa Ursula, home of 2 World Cups, where Pelé and Maradona were crowned world champions in 1970 and 1986, respectively. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, home of Formula One and pure adrenaline. Arena Mexico, place of Mexican wrestling at its best. Mexico City was founded in 1325 as Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Mexica Empire, built on a lake. In 1521, it was conquered by the Spanish and became the capital of the Viceroyalty of New Spain. Today, it is a vibrant, creative megalopolis full of contrasts. Curious facts. Did you know that Mexico City is sinking, literally? Because it was built over an ancient lake, Lake Texcoco, the ground is unstable, and the city sinks an average of 20 to 50 centimeters per year in some areas. In fact, the Metropolitan Cathedral is already leaning and had to be leveled with specialized engineering. Did you know that mammoth remains have been found in the middle of the city? During excavations for the new airport and subway works, archaeologists have discovered mammoth bones, ancient sharks, and prehistoric tools, confirming that this area was inhabited more than 10,000 years ago. If you are looking for a destination that combines history, modernity, culture, flavor, and adventure, Mexico City awaits you with open arms. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments what is your favorite corner of Mexico City. Did you miss any? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next Quantum Passport destination.
Órale güey, que tengas un viaje chingón.